Well, hello there and welcome back to the channel. Today, aren't you in luck? We're going to be taking a look at a wild John Sykes inspired alternate picking shred pattern. Now, for those of you that follow this channel, you might have noticed last week or the week before I was posting up some white snake content. I think I did a solo cover and then taught a lesson on how to play Still of the Night. Anyway, as I was transcribing Still of the Night, I came across this very interesting high-speed kind of turnaround alternate picking, economy picking thing that John Sykes did. And I thought, man, that's a really interesting, cool turnaround. I don't think I've ever encountered another player using it. So I thought to myself, why don't I take that, turn it into a big, long sequence, make it generally harder, and then teach it to you so that we can all benefit from John Sykes' hard work. Anyway, enough of my talking. Let's get into that lick. Alright, just a few things to take care of before we get going. I'm going to be playing everything down half a step, so make sure you go ahead and grab a guitar that is tuned down half a step. I'm going to keep referring to all the notes on the guitar as if we're just in regular standard tune. That way I'm not going to get all mixed up and inadvertently get you all mixed up, and as we all know, that won't be good for anybody. None of us will learn a thing. As far as the lick itself goes, I've constructed the entire thing around the D minor scale, so as long as you know D minor, you should be ready to rock. Okay? Alright, grab a guitar. Let's go. Alright, let me just play through this thing really quick, slowly, so you guys can kind of hear what this should sound like, okay? Got it? Alright. Alright guys, so to start off the phrase, we're going to be just running up the D minor scale. So start off on the D located on the 10th fret of your low E string, and just like that, jump down onto your A string and just continue on. Okay, so this is the way pretty much every phrase is going to begin. Now the thing that I found interesting was in Still of the Night, John Sykes for his turnaround, instead of just running down the scale like you would think most people would do, he ends up skipping the middle note. If we're doing 3 note per string patterns, when he comes back down, he just kind of pulls off and goes right back there to the 10th fret, and then finishes off climbing down. Okay, so this is the bare bones of the entire pattern. So pay attention to this part. Once you figure this out, the rest is going to be super easy. Okay. All right. So start that off again. We're going to do 3 going up, of course, in D minor. So jump down to the A string. Now here for the turnaround to come back down, instead of coming all the way back down, just go all the way back to the 10th fret, back onto your E string, and descend and ascend again. Okay, so we've got this so far. All right, and that is literally the entire phrase, folks. That exact thing. So that thing. For whatever reason, I just find this really interesting. You can play it quite quickly, but your picking does invert a lot doing it. So just keep in mind that things might get weird. Feel free to do some economy picking to correct that. All right, so we have this so far, guys. Okay, so now what we want to do, we just finished our phrase. We want to jump onto the A string and do the exact same thing. Now just keep in mind, as long as you know D minor, this is all going to make perfect sense. We're just running up the scale, okay? So now we're going to start the next phrase off, of course, on the A string. You following me? Okay, that's right. Now we're going to jump down onto the G string, and you got it. We're doing the exact same thing here, guys. Okay, yeah, this is rocket science, all right? Jump down now onto the G string, starting off here on the 10th, and we're doing the exact same thing, running through the scale. Now you do notice there's a bit of a position shift here. Obviously we started this one off here on the 10th fret. But you saw when we did our jump over to the B string, we start off just because of the way the scale works. Right there on the 11, okay? Anyway, so all together, all up to this point, here's what we have. All right, now we're on to the B string. We're just carrying on through the pattern. Now I'm going to stop there just because this is where we kind of get into another pattern, which you see John do in Still of the Night, to kind of fly up the fretboard. So now that we've got the turnaround there, and you kind of come all the way back down like you normally would, but this last note is kind of the start of the next phrase, and the next phrase is this. And yeah, that's dead simple, guys. We're just, again, running up the scale, but this time starting off on the B string on your 11th fret. So just, 11, 13, 15, jumping over here and going on to the 12, the 13, the 15, and then picking and kind of sliding into the 15, okay? So this sort of thing. Just like that, okay? And all we're gonna do now, guys, is repeat the exact same pattern, just starting off right here on the 13th fret of the B string with the same slide thing as well on the high E. So that kind of thing, all right? And again, rocket science, guys, we're just gonna do the exact same pattern, one scale degree higher now. So we're starting this one on the B string on the 15th fret. Okay? And this is the last pattern, I promise. You'll never guess what we're gonna do. That's right, the exact same thing, but we're starting the scale pattern now on the 15th fret of the B string. And this is where I just do a big bend. Okay, and that's it, guys. That's the entire lick. Again, this just kind of hammers home that, 4 note per string turnaround thing John Sykes has. Only player I've seen do it. Pretty cool. You can play it at speed. Anyway, let's play through that entire thing one time together slowly and see if we can get this going pretty quickly, okay? Here we go. A bit quicker. Alright guys, there you have it. One economy alternate picking shred lick thing. Again, really neat phrase. I don't think John intended to do this when he was doing it in the Whitesnake solo. I think he was just playing so fast he was honestly dropping notes. But you know what? It sounds kind of neat, and you can actually do it and repeat it at speed. So kind of a cool technique to incorporate into your own playing. Anyway, I hope you found this somehow useful or informative. If you did learn anything, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And as per usual, just keep on treading, and we will talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.